Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Rachna Shanbag Moite, a pediatric immunologist and rheumatologist, and in today's video, we shall be discussing about primary immunodeficiency diseases in adults. We often think that these diseases can only be diagnosed in children. However, adults too can develop primary immunodeficiency diseases. These adults continue to suffer for several years with recurrent infections without reaching a conclusive diagnosis. So in today's video, we shall discuss when to suspect PID in adults and how simple blood tests can help us clinch the diagnosis. Here we have a 30-year-old male who has presented to us with a history of being unwell from the age of 20 years. So for the first 20 years of his life, he was absolutely well. And now he has come to us with complaints of recurrent episodes of diarrhea, almost 8 to 10 episodes per year, each episode lasting for 10 to 15 days, where this gentleman requires to be hospitalized and treated with recurrent IV antibiotics. He also has history of 8 kgs of weight loss. He has been evaluated at multiple centers with no conclusive diagnosis. Whenever we see an adult suffering from recurrent infections, the first possibility that we often think of is HIV, which is a secondary immune deficiency. However, in this gentleman, the HIV rapid CAR test was negative. A possibility of celiac disease was considered and celiac workup was carried out, which was also negative. Since inflammatory bowel disease can also present in a similar manner, endoscopy was performed. However, it was found to be inconclusive. So what next? When an immunodeficiency disorder was thought of in this individual, a simple blood test such as the serum immunoglobulin levels were performed. And as you can see from the reports, all the immunoglobulin levels, that is the G, A, M and E, were below the normal limits for adults. That is, this individual had pan-hypogammaglobulinemia. When a lymphocyte subset was performed to look at the T, B and NK cell numbers, we found that they were all within the normal limits. So here we have an individual who has been suffering from recurrent episodes of diarrhea with severe weight loss and has pan-hypogammaglobulinemia. This is a case of common variable immunodeficiency disease, or what we know as CVID. This gentleman was then started on monthly IVIG infusions and antimicrobial prophylaxis, following which his diarrhea became passive. Let us look at another case. Now we have a 40-year-old male who has presented with recurrent episodes of pneumonia. He's had so many episodes of pneumonia that during the current admission, when we perform a CT scan, we note that he has now developed bronchiectasis. When we go back to his past history, we find that from a very young age, he's been having several types of infections such as recurrent sinusitis and even recurrent otitis media. This is an individual who has been suffering from recurrent sinopulmonary infections. Therefore, a serum immunoglobulin level was performed, and as you can see, he also has pan-hypogammaglobulinemia and the T, B and NK cells are within normal limits. This is also CVID, or common variable immunodeficiency disease. These individuals can also present with recurrent episodes of pneumonia and sinusitis. So let us understand what is CVID. We know that the bone marrow produces stem cells, and these stem cells give rise to the B cells. The B cells then transform into plasma cells, which further give rise to the immunoglobulins. If there is a defect in the B cells, that is, the B cells are unable to form plasma cells, which further give rise to immunoglobulins, these individuals will have normal B cells but low immunoglobulin levels. This condition is known as CVID. CVID, as we know, is the commonest symptomatic immune deficiency seen in adults. These individuals present with recurrent episodes of pneumonia, gastroenteritis, prolonged diarrhea with severe weight loss. Low immunoglobulin levels and normal B cells helps us to clinch the diagnosis in these cases. The treatment remains monthly IVIG along with prophylactic antibiotics. So friends, the take-home message here is if we see adults suffering from recurrent infections such as pneumonia, sinopulmonary infections, diarrhea, one must perform a serum immunoglobulin level. Thank you.